Hello everyone, welcome back to Skybite Studios, and in this video we are going to be doing another reaction to an existing review, and that is going to be for Studio Series number 56, Leader Class Shockwave. Now, this is going to be, again, from an existing channel. It's called Yu Wang. I apologize if I butchered your name once again. But yeah, we're going to be watching his review. He got the figure really early, and we're going to see how it looks before it gets released to pretty much everyone else. But anyways, let's get it started. And already from what I'm seeing, there is an incredible paint job on this guy. It's very similar to what's it called? Studio Series Grimlock, where it's kind of got that washed effect on it. It's not just plain old purple. There's like a silver dry brush on it that makes it look more like metallic, and it looks really, really cool. The proportions on this look great, and I was gonna say it doesn't look like that it could transform, but he didn't transform in the movie, so there's nothing that's not inaccurate. And I know he's gonna have that alternate mode, that tank, Cybertronian tank mode in here, so it'll be interesting to see what that looks like. But from what I can see in the robot mode, it looks really, really cool. And then now he's showing us the back of the figure. He has those kind of three, I guess you could say, turbines on it that I didn't realize the original Voyager from Dark of the Moon had as well until much later on. But there you go, you can see there's no leftover kibble in order to create the tank mode, which is, it should be the case in theory, but yeah, we get figures like Voyager Class The Fallen. If you remember that, even though you could get away easier with him not having a vehicle mode shown in the movie, he still had a little bit of that kibble in the back that was for his jet mode. But here it looks really, really clean, and you can see, I think that's rubber for that hose you got on the gun back there. So you could pose that as much as you would like. And there you can see he's comparing it with the Voyager Class Shockwave, the original one that I was talking about from the original movie. And you can see the proportions are a lot better on the Studio Series version, and even the colors. That is, the colors they have now is definitely a lot more realistic and a lot closer to the original CGI design. And to the left, you can see it was a decent figure. I do have that figure. I don't display it, however, because that's not really the Shockwave I was looking for. And here are the other Decepticons from the Studio Series land that were also in that Dark of the Moon movie, and I will be watching that review of Soundwave pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. That figure looks incredible, and I do like the height comparisons here. I am okay with Shockwave being taller than Megatron, completely fine with me. And there you can see kind of more of a close-up on his face, and yeah, that's the Michael Bay version of Shockwave. It's not as rectangular as the G1 version, but that works well for that universe that he established. At least he's got his eye. And as some of you may know, this head design is reused several times in future movies, i.e. Nitro Zeus from The Last Knight and the KSI boss. So yeah, Michael Bay liked it so much he used it over and over again. And right now he's covering the articulation, so you do get a little bit of that wrist movement there. The gun can be posed on his left arm and can be removed. And it is that soft rubbery material, so you can't just mush it around. And as you can see, he has a great range of motion on that other arm despite having the gun and the hose in the way. But it does prevent you from pointing it too far up, because at that point it limits you. And now he's showing that there's no quote-unquote wrist articulation for that gun on the right side. And there is a tiny little thumb. I didn't know that Shockwave had that, if that is a thumb on the right side. Now he's showing the articulation for the legs, and it does have pretty good range of motion. It has the full splits on either direction, forward, back, and side to side. He does have that upper thigh swivel, and you got 90 degrees, or is it past? No, it's 90 degree bend at that knee, so pretty much nothing wrong with the leg articulation there. And you can adjust that knee pad there, very similar to what you can do with Optimus Prime. And is he going to show ankle articulation? Does he have ankle articulation? Yeah, he does. Forward and back. Does it have side to side tilt? And it does, so you could get a lot of poses with this figure. Now I believe he is starting on the transformation of this figure. He removed that gun on the left side. And this is the part where I'm not going to be talking as much, but I'm going to leave the video up so you guys can see what it looks like. And I'm just going to be observing it as much as I can. Okay, so far what it's reminding me of in terms of the leg transformation is Studio Series Voyager Megatron, which is not a problem. They actually have the same kind of like lower abdomen shape, so it makes sense why they would repeat that transformation. And then similar to Megatron again, he's going to be looking up and you're going to swing that torso down, and then the arms are going to be the turret. So from what I'm seeing already, it's going to be very similar in transformation wise to Voyager Revenge of the Fallen Megatron from the Studio Series line, even down to where the tab lies in the leg and into the torso, and blocking the face with a leg piece, of course. Alright, and this is the part where it slightly differs from the transformation to Voyager Megatron. Yeah, you got the turbine section that separates, and then it lies farther back on that. It looks like double hinge. And then he's going to start working on the arms, which, from what I think, is going to be pretty self-explanatory from this point on. And just separate that hose for that gun, and then peg the arms together at the base over there, and then just lay them down flat. And it looks like, just to wrap things up, he's gonna tab some parts into the arm, or it looks like the turbine section into the arm, so it's more secure. And then I assume he's going to show us where to put in the hose. Or is it done? Maybe not. But yeah, that's it for the transformations. Pretty simple, like I said, very reminiscent of the Voyager Studio Series Megatron, but it works. The vehicle mode itself, even though I'm pretty sure none of us are going to display it in this mode, it looks pretty good. It does look a lot better than the original Dark the Moon version, at least I think. And you can see that you can move that turret up and down, as it is just using that arm joint from robot mode, and he does roll, so you have those fake treads at the bottom with just the tiny wheels on it. But it looks pretty darn good. Hopefully he brings out the original version from Dark of the Moon as a comparison, because that one, again, it was okay, but not the best of vehicle modes. And that's pretty much it, so it ended pretty abruptly. What I think about this figure, I'm definitely gonna get it just for that robot mode alone. It's not gonna be much of a Transformer figure per se, because I'm not gonna be transforming it forward and back much too often, maybe just once for a video review. But it is gonna be kind of a statue that sits on my shelf, and a pretty darn good statue, if to say the least. But yeah, like I said, the highlights of this figure is that robot mode and that awesome paint job with that dry brushing that makes it look more metallic. And yeah, the size-wise, it looks pretty good. It's gonna be definitely in the height of a leader class figure. It's not gonna be kind of like a cheap shot like if you remember the Siege Shockwave, where it was actually a Voyager scale figure with just the extra accessories that made it the leader class price. It's not gonna be anything like that. It's still gonna have that leader scale. It's gonna scale well with like the Dark of the Moon figures, like Megatron, Starscream, and Soundwave. But anyways, am I gonna get this figure? Yes, definitely, once it gets released here in the US. And that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys thought of this figure so far. Are you guys gonna get it? Leave a comment down below. And as always, please make sure to like the video, share the video, and subscribe for future content from Skyby Studios. But until then, see you guys later. Thanks for watching.